I just want to let you fine folks know that I was looking in a paper. This is one of them. It's about how the coronavirus situation is online services and having on church and stuff like that and outdoors and stuff. I know one day in the future a lot of churches are going to be outdoors like how they used to be back in the Bible, ancient times. But when the persecutions start happening in the future, but in this country, America. But I'm going to tell you something. This is what one of the I'm reading in the paper recently that a lot of preachers and pastors are wanting to bring the church. They're fighting. There's a battle going on with the churches right now. I mean, not with the churches, but churches and the city and cities. I don't know if it's just cities or all of it. Thank you, Father. Sorry, thanks. But the thing is that where the church that is Cornerstone defies state orders, because it says right here, and I'm going to read a little bit, everyone. Across town, folks arrive for services at Cornerstone Church, greeted by an attendant in blue surgical mask against the governor's orders, which is Gavin Newsom. Downtown Fresno Church held its services inside the Stark Wilson's Theater. Pastor Jim Franklin was one of several church leaders across the state to announce last week plans to keep their churches open and indoors. And in explaining the church's position, Franklin said that the church has proven in the last several weeks that it has ample safety protocols in place, and the churches in the area have been operating safely. The country health officials have seen no outbreaks from places of worship, Franklin said. So the thing is, I think a long story short, everyone, a lot of people are wanting to, there's a big fight right now because they're wanting this COVID-19. It's like, and this is what God tells me, He heals. God heals people. If you're worshiping His name and you are serving Him and you are being honest with His word, meaning doing what you're supposed to do through Him and being honest in His word and doing the word of God, doing correctly, you won't get sick. All right, you're not going to get sick. All right, that's just what I'm learning about it. And some of these people said there's a hunger for the congregation, I think somewhere in this article, and a lot of these preachers right now and pastors are all getting together where I'm living at right now and wanting to fight against the city because they're trying to stop the churches from preaching God's words and having that stuff like that. It just comes to show you that there is a fight right now spiritually, and it just means that COVID-19 does not affect anyone unless you're, may I say it, Father? Unless you're a Satanist or you're doing some evil stuff or something like that, yeah, you're going to get sick. Serve God, well, okay, well then I think my Lord will allow something to happen to that individual with sickness, if that's true, Father. If that's true, I'm sorry. Oh, thanks, it is. Thanks. I just hope this was information. I just want to let you know, everyone, that COVID-19, there's something real about it, but then it has to be the cell phones. It has something to do with the 5G phones. It has something to do with that. But I know that God's protecting His people from this because there's a select few that this so-called virus is affecting people. Because I feel fine.